Welcome back to Let's Play Castlevania Portrait of Ruin Blind. My name is Talents Fyraga, and in the last episode, I think we explored a desert, and I think we explored a circus, and we killed a ball of corpses. And in today's episode, I'll probably try to figure out where we're gonna go from here, because I actually don't remember what I was gonna do in this episode. I can forget a lot in a few days, I've noticed. But on the other hand, we're strong enough to kill all of these enemies no problem now. They're gonna be no prob-bobs. I know I've said that before, and I'll say it again. Alright. So looking at the map, there's still some stuff we can do to the right. We can do that, like, quest to kill however many hill guards that Wind wants us to do, and see what the reward for that is. Actually, we've got a bunch of different things we can do here. Quests, yeah. So, there's a great ghost in the desert. There's 10 hill guards we can defeat, and I think we defeated one of them. Go and come back when you've been cursed. Find the statue's tear buried under the rubble and bring it here. Alright, well, can we find any rubble? This looks like rubble, but I don't think that's quite what they had in mind. Yep, there's the cage where the behemoth was. Don't think there's any rubble in here for us. Also, if this is the only time we do, like, the arena in this, I would be fine with that. Because I get Aria of Sorrow flashbacks. Right, we can push this now, can't we? I said we can push this now, can't we? There we go. Charlotte didn't feel like it, she was tired. But I am tired. Well then take a nap and then fire the missiles. There we go. Are your bows always purple? I guess they are. For some reason I remember them being green, but I think I just might have Aria on the mind again. Because I went and rewatched Proton John's Aria of Sorrow playthrough. Oh, what are you? Are you like actual lore accurate? Like Glacia Labolas or whatever you are? Because you definitely look different in Final Fantasy III, that's for sure. Creates poisonous bubbles. Ooh, and I guess that's what poison does. It lowers all of our offensive stats by a pretty significant chunk there. Yeah, looks like really big stuff. I think it's actually setting all of our offensive stats down to 5. Or damn close to it, like 5 for intelligence, 5 for mind. Well, okay, mind isn't an offensive stat, it's magic defense, I found that out. But, Ooh, hey, hello. We need to kill a few more of you. And hey, you look like a few more of you. When does poison wear off, though? I guess the other thing to consider. It also kind of looked like my health was trickling down, too. Interesting. I'm gonna use the poison actually poisoning you. I forget if it did that in circle. Alright, perhaps with a team jump. There we go. There ain't nothing here. But perhaps here with a team jump. Hey, a jade corset. Let us get that corset going then. But it's actually not as good as what we have right now, so maybe not. Unless Jonathan can wear it, and I think he should be able to, but sadly no. We're on episode 5 and he still refuses to put on a dress. How dare he? Alright. Oop, that's an HP max up, which is very nice, because that's also a full heal. And it does look like there's something else we can do to the left, too. But other than that, that also looks like we need to go to the top right, mostly. Mostly. Oh, I see. I'm gonna have to get up to the top of the upper staircase to get up there. And how does one do that? There's a switch there, so I think we might actually need to approach it from a different angle. Monocle! Alright. What do you got? Right, head. It's not a weapon, it's a head. Decreases our defense, increases our magic stats, might be better for her? Technically, yes. I think I'm gonna stick with the nun's habit for now, though. And I'll have none of that monocle. Skelerangs die in 2 hits. Most things seem to die in 2 hits now, which is nice. And of course I've got these shuriken as well. Honestly, despite the fact that I've been dying a bunch in this game, still actually kind of using it to relax, because I came up against a tough boss in the other game I've been playing right now. So I've been trying my first ever Saga game, Romancing Saga Minstrel Song, and it's good. It's definitely a weird game, but it's like... Oh, strength boost. Okay, well, that's gonna be a good spell. Actually, humor me for a sec. That is a spell. Boost strength temporarily. Is my strength boosted? It is! Well, I can see that on the bottom there. Yeah, my strength gets pretty significantly boosted with that. Interesting, so that's good to have as like your assist option there. Yeah, we can do lots of damage now. I think I probably even talked about Minstrel Song in the previous episode, but I don't remember, because that was episode 4, and this is episode 5. It's a big number jump from 4 to 5. Okay, so we have looped back around to where we once were, which I'm fine with. It does appear that my strength boost is worn off, so let's get it back. There's stuff down here that we passed up on, because I figured going up would be the best solution, and it was. It led to a warp room. Stab a bunch more hill guards. Don't know how many I've stabbed, but hopefully that is enough. And hey, that leads us over there. That's quite nice to have. Alright, and as he was just leaning against the wall there, being a cool skeleton dude. Alright, so now we've got a little looping path back and forth. So let's see what's to our right. I think one of the big things I'm learning with, like, Minstrel Song and stuff is that it kind of feels like a game of mutual respect, if that makes sense. Like, if you dive into its system mechanics and, like... I didn't really need to use the strength boost on her, but you know what? It worked out. Oh, the Ricochet Rock! Hell yeah! Let's equip that and give it a try. Weapon that mounts his back after hitting walls. Hell yeah. And Tome of Arms too. That'll be a good upgrade for Charlotte there. Yeah, big upgrade. Increase our attack power by a lot. Oh, and it's got axes now too. Hell yeah. Getting a bunch of good stuff right now. I mean, I don't know how strong the ricochet rock actually is in this game, but I always kind of like the bouncing weapons and sorts. Because there's a weapon, obviously, in Vampire Survivors that works like it too, and obviously it was also in other games. I remember it from Symphony. In Symphony, I kind of remember it being pretty weak in the grand scheme of things. 10 damage. It might be useful in, like, groups. Poncho! Ooh, Poncho Villa. Blanket with a hole on top. Not gonna be as good as our Calacerus or Calacerus or Cauliflower. Just trying to think of something that started with the same kind of phonetic syllable to complete the joke, and I did it. I completed the joke. I hope everyone's proud of me. Somebody's gonna be proud of me. Maybe my mom's gonna be proud of me. Probably not. I'm gonna tell her tomorrow about saying the word cauliflower, and she's just gonna be like, why are you telling me this? Alright, I think this was a path where, like, our journey stopped earlier. No? It's just another room that I guess we peeked into a little bit and then didn't do anything with? Huh. You'd think I would remember, but I don't. Right, you, I'm just gonna re-equip the rock ride here. It's gonna be our best bet at dealing with that. Right, and we got the cute double jump animation too. Hell yeah. I do remember a lot of my interest in getting Portrait of Ruin as like a kid, or I guess when this game came out, it was what, 2006? Yeah, I still would have been a kid because it would have been like 6th grade. And you don't stop being a kid just because you turn 13. You're kind of still a child until 18 at least. And even then, with how people's minds develop, it's a little unusual. Sequined dress. Slight defense increase, bit of a strength, or actually no, slight attack increase. Bad defense values. I mean, since I'm bad at the game, I'm just gonna keep like the defensive stuff and oh. There's money over there. Well, I guess we can't do much of anything with that for now. And summon gunmen. Summon a skeleton gunman to use in battle. Oh! Oh man, the Bone Boys. Get 'em, my skeletons. Ooh. Wow, you're going crazy with them. Hang on, we gotta find a... How many do I summon with a full charge? 4? And they all shoot in a row. Can I... Oh, hell yeah. Alright, that's gonna be good for that. Am I cursed? I am cursed. Well, shit, I should get to that warp point. Hang on, if I switch to Jonathan, will the curse stay there? Because Wind wants me to come back when one of my characters is cursed. Oh, but the curse wears off. So you'd have to be pretty quick on the uptake for that. I'm gonna use a potion there. I did realize as well that when your partner is getting attacked... Actually, no, you've got it. Nope, that's poison. Curse me. Curse my name. Thank you. Alright. Let's see what our reward for being cursed is. If we can get there fast enough. Come on, we gotta get there while we're purple. We gotta get there while we're purple.
You're back.
There we go. Come back when you've been cursed. Take this. Blessed Ring was received. That's probably an anti-curse item. Defeat Hill Guards. Whip Skill 2 learned. Alright, let's equip ourselves a whip. And figure out... I don't think that's the right whip. Let's do a steel whip. And... Whip Skill 2. While jumping, use down and Y to attack diagonally downward. Does Axel JS? Oh, it's slow, but it is. We got ourselves a downward diagonal attack now. Sadly, not as obnoxious as Axel JS in a Guilty Gear game, but yeah, we make do. Yeah, there's my long spear. Alright, so it does look like there's still more to do on the right. And also a few squares in even, like, the first area we didn't go to. But this will probably lead us to our next portrait. And hopefully, like, our next movement relic, too. Oh yeah, remember this place. Yep. Ooh, 2 of the same item, even. Don't know that that's gonna be as good as what we have, though. Frilly Camisole. Less, but we got more magic defense, which might be nice. And the Lilith Corset increases our defense by 1, but decreases our luck by... Actually, that's not gonna be so bad. And of course, now we're at the top of this room. So we found the point where it would have looped. Had I not gotten excited and been like, oh shit, I'm cursed, let's go over to the left now. 3 of them. Alright, well, for not really investing too much in our luck stat right now, we're getting pretty good luck in the grand scheme of things. You, okay. I know that you poisoned me now. Here we go, you demon dog. One day I'll actually pronounce, like, the Gaelic names correctly. Alright, what does this do? And are we strong enough to push it? Yeah, we pushed it real good. There we go. You can only stump me with easily telegraphed puzzles some of the time, but not all the time. Tower of Death does not sound like a particularly great place for us to be. And he shot me through the door again. Okay, hang on, Bone Boys. I need you guys to piss off. Well, I guess now we know what we're up to. Or up against, rather. Well, we still know what we're up... Oh, more of those rotating, falling platforms. And a boss room. A boss room with no save point next to it. Can I go up? Oh, Tower of Death is the clock tower, which makes a lot of sense, actually, because you usually fight death in and around a clock tower. Do I want to fight whatever's in here? It might actually be death. In that case, I probably want... Ice Needle. Oh no, it's just a lady. And she's floating. I was tired of waiting. You came out of your den, vampire. Watch your tongue, mortal. I held back with my father present, but here you're good as dead. Find it strange you'd come here alone. Well, it simplifies things. I alone will take care of you. I'll tear you apart, limb by limb, then wring all the blood from your bodies. Alright, pretty lady time, I guess. Ooh, she does not too much damage, but there we go. We have to avoid that 3D effect. She's got cool-looking, low-poly explosions to throw at us. That's how you know this was a DS game. You can just duck under that all day, every day, huh? Actually, I wonder if you're weak to magic, since you're like a physical attacker. Well, you're definitely not weak to Charlotte's physical attacks. Actually, you know what? Holy Lightning. That was not enough to kill you, and now you're shooting wiggly wavy things. Okay, those are slightly aimed at me, I guess. Gonna go with a high potion here. Do another charge of Ice Needle. Yeah, Jonathan might actually be the better bet here. Well, maybe. Alright, how do these operate? Oop. Are they just homing, or is it based on my position when they're actually set? Kinda just duck under everything you do. Alright, Crescent Moon. Yep. Oh, that was Thousand Knives, that wasn't... There we go! I was scared I was gonna eat shit for a sec there when that freeze happened. What happened to me? You're finished! Note how her skin was a different color in that portrait, though. My head. Are you alright, sister? I'm fine, Loretta. Father was very clear about not to leave the painting, but you may scold me later. These two are a threat to Father. We must take care of them now. No. For now, we return. Hear me, both of you. If you continue to oppose Father, I will show you no mercy. Next time we meet, I'll kill you. What's this? It's like a locket. There's a photo inside. It's two pretty ladies and a guy that looks like wind. Those two vampire girls. What does it mean? I have no idea. We should go ask him about it. Yeah, good idea. But first I want to see if anything's over here. Hang on. You know, the cog we found earlier will probably fit here. You think? Hey! Cog is inserted. And that opens up a gate. We can get through now. Cars? Cars. You take the orange one, I'll take the blue one. Hang on, I think I know what this is asking of me. I just pressed the wrong button. On accident. I'm gonna do that a lot. I'm also gonna take a potion as well. Well, I could just go to the save room, really, but... Let's take a potion and reset ourselves. Alright. This time, Jonathan, you are on... No. I want Charlotte to be on the blue one. Jonathan to be on the orange one. Alright. So, you duck, Then you duck. Then you duck. Then you jump. Oh, that jump at the end's gonna be fucking tricky. Oof. Yeah, because you just kind of get caught on it. It's a cool puzzle, though. I mean, I don't mind that much. Oh, and of course Stella wasn't weak to ice. Alright. You get on that, I get on this. Charlotte ducks. Jonathan ducks. Charlotte ducks. Jonathan jumps over it. Hell yeah, alright. That honestly is a pretty sick puzzle you got there. This looks very way to go, though. You know what? I think I'm gonna go to that save point and then... Yeah, but there could be a save point over there, too. Actually, it looks like that's gonna loop back to where we were that we couldn't get through before, so it might have... whatever... I'm talking myself into it, but... let's do it. Maybe the imp will have something cool for us, too. Take the elevator up. And... yeah, we can kill the harpy in 2 hits now, which isn't very nice. Okay, so it didn't lead to whatever movement relic we're gonna get through. That what are we gonna do that gets through there? Honestly, it's kind of just reminding me of like the times in like Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, where you kind of need to shrink yourself down at times, or I don't think we're getting like the bat or anything. We might be. Halberd. Or yeah, it was Halberd. We got looks cool and has good range, but I think I'm just gonna stick with the long spear, honestly. We've got a good weapon. I don't see myself needing to change for a while. This is reminding me of, like... I could see us shrinking ourselves with magic. I could see ourselves, like... turning ourselves into a frog with magic. Like in Final Fantasy III. And another loading zone, which leads to bats with swords. This looks very top floor. Do I want to... No, stop, lady. Stop smooching me. Yep, stop smooching my boyfriend. Do not care much for that. Stop your weird moaning. Can't even really tell what you're saying. It's like so lonely or something. Well, I don't see how you're lonely, because you can hang out with all your gal pals in the afterlife there. Oh! That's not a background element. Fuck me running, alright. Well, since we know she's not weak to ice. Maybe she's weak to guns. Maybe bullets will be good against her. You're not doing the one I can hide under. You've learned from last time. You've actually gotten smarter. Oop. Or maybe I've just gotten dumber. There we go. There's the crescent moons. I'm gonna consume a normal potion here. Oop. Okay, I might actually have gotten dumber. Alright, that's the first one. Move out of its way. I'll probably use another potion here. Dodge out of the way of you. Yeah, the gunmen aren't really doing... Oh, that fucking hits you even before that? Or even after the boss fight? It's a bit of a mean Kaizo trap situation there. You know what? I think I might actually just meet you guys back where we died. There we go. There was a save point right at the top of the frickin' elevator, too, we could have used. Alright, well now we know. Let's see what else is at the top of the elevator. A warp room. Oh, and the next area we need to go to. Up here, it's a windmill, actually. It's a windmill, and they're using those platforms there to carry water. Taunt draws enemy attention to you. I'm pretty sure I know how that works. We'll probably use it, and then just have people beat up Jonathan since the partner only takes MP damage. And then use that to kind of get hits in as Charlotte. Sounds like an interesting concept. Alright, let's jump over the fire this time. Now we know that's how that works. And I'll explore the rest of the clock tower later. How about we get back to where we were? Well, the next portrait we have to go to. How long do I want to go for, though, is the question. A lot of the episodes so far have been like 50 minutes-ish. Maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less. Let's at least get a little ways into the next area. What is it, Charlotte? There's something about Stella's locket. I can't quite put my finger on it, but it bugs me. I can't focus like this. I think we should go talk to Wind, don't you? Yeah, you're right. Let's head back and have a little talk with him. Alright, hang on. Does this water actually do anything to me? Nope, just water. Alright. Fair enough. Oh yeah, you can even see the blade of the windmill in the background, too. Huh, neat. Cute little touches like that. I don't know, the Castlevania games always seemed very detail-focused. Trying to make things as cool of a world as possible. Alright, Wind. Wind, what's the meaning of this? Look at this photo. Huh. You owe us an explanation. Ah, indeed I do. Let me tell you my real name. It's Eric. Eric Lacard? Wait, hold on, So the guy from Bloodlines. The guy with the spear from Bloodlines, okay. You don't mean the man who fought by my father? Right, because the other guy is John Morris. I just never played as John Morris because Spear Guy was cooler. Yes, John was my best friend. Then what's your relationship with the two girls in the photo? They're my daughters. Hold on a sec. Aren't they Bronner's daughters? Bronner lost his real daughters in the First World War. His anger and grief awakened his hidden magic power, which he used to become a vampire. So his daughters... He believes the daughters he lost in the war were reborn as my daughters. So he kinda just stole them from you? His daughters were his life. Now that he has them back, he wants to punish the humans whose war has ruined his life. I see. That's why the whip started acting up in front of those two. It's because they carried the blood of the Locard family. Of course, the vampire killer. Eric, if you fought by Jonathan's father, then you must know how to unlock the vampire killer's power. I do know. But if you know, then tell me. What should I do? In order for the Morris family to use the vampire killer, you need the power of the Locard family. But I can't help you, and of course, now that my daughters have been turned to vampires. So in the end, this whip is useless. I guess my being its heir is just the emptiest, most meaningless title of all. He forbade me to tell you this, but I think the time has come. The reason your father died. I know why he died. They say he was mortally wounded when he stopped Dracula's resurrection. Even I know that was the cause. You're wrong. For one who is not of the Belmont family to use the true power of the vampire killer, they must give up a part of their own life. That's why my family acts as the power's key, so that it can only be used when truly necessary. John used the whip too much. So what are you saying? You mean my father died because of this whip? Exactly. Which is why he didn't want to teach you how to use it. He wanted you to develop the strength to fight without using the whip. And I'd say with that spear we've got, we're doing a pretty good job. No matter how much you might hate him for doing that, in the end, he was only looking out for you. You may not yet wield your whip like a Belmont, but that power can be yours. I know that John had his reasons. Father. I knew he had good reasons. I knew thee had good reasons. I missed a bit of a typo there. Aren't you glad, Jonathan? I just don't get it. Why did the Belmonts give this thing to the Morris family? If not for this, we would have been spared so much pain. Because the Belmonts cannot touch the whip now. It is predicted that Dracula will be revived in the year 1999. I've heard that the Belmonts must not touch the vampire killer until then. But, 1999, we know what happens then. But some are plotting to revive Dracula before that. Somebody has to stand up and stop them. And only the Morris family is able to do that. Oh, no choice but to fight then. At least I finally know the truth about my father and the whip. Still, are you okay with this? This job that we have to do is gonna end up hurting your own daughters. I wonder if there's a chance we can save those two if I use some kind of purification spell. The chances are very slim. You should know that. Even I never knew how to do it. I appreciate your sentiments, but I am resigned to their fate. I see. Forgive us, Jonathan, for placing this burden upon you. No problemo. No perbaldo. I'll just do what I can. If you accepted your destiny, so do I. Let's go, Charlotte. Alright, so we know Wynn's true identity. And the reason why we're not able to use the vampire killer right now. Let's stock up on a few more items, since I did use a couple. Do a few of those, and... ooh! Happy Sunday! Got a new castle map to buy. And it's just a clock tower. Let's actually take a drink of water. good intelligence increase, good attack power increase, and good just defensive increase overall. Well, I think Constitution only really affects, like, defense, so if the defense stays the same, then the Sapphire one might just be the most useless of them. Sunglasses, Viking helmet. Honestly, the Viking helmet is pretty tempting. Let's see what else they got. Morning Veil. Diamond Tiara, very expensive, but it does increase our defense by a lot. Engineer boots, combat boots, hiking boots, Oxfords, wingtips, for the fashionably dressed vampire hunter. Silent sandals, glass shoes, an impractically fragile pair of shoes. Increases our luck by a lot, though. Prima shoes, studded choker, pearl ring, master ring. So mastery, I assume that, like... Okay, hang on. Oh, that's the wrong button for that. You can tell I'm used to playing RPGs if I'm pressing X. Mastery, right? So I was looking at the skills I obtained, and there is like a mastery level to each one. So I assume that the more I use each weapon, I eventually master it. I don't know what that means, though. But I guess that the master ring is like, okay, well now you've got the ability to master things, no problemo. Right now I'm saying it. So, it's basically the equivalent to the Soul Eater ring in a way. It's kind of... that's why it's so expensive. Holy Mantle, Forget-Me-Not, Diamond Brooch, Discus, Kunimitsu, Kunai. And we got more spells too. Spirit of Light, Dark Rift, Ice Needle. I think we're good for now. I might be a little bit too stingy on my gold, but... I'll save, and I guess maybe end the episode off here so we can start fresh at that new portrait we just got. Alright. I'm not about you not telling me how to use the whip, but I guess it's fine. So that was episode number 5, and 5, you know, good number of episodes. It was Coco Chanel's favorite number, and she worked with the Nazis, so that's not very good, but other than that, 5's a great number. It's a prime number. 5 times 2 was 10, which is pretty cool, because that's the metric system. I don't know how to end episodes off, but look at my hair. Neat, huh?